Gather!
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, among the countless dreams, once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream. Where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the— So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end! And not a moment too soon! Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Fine. Everyone reacts differently. Great. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No. Wonderpine, what about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to... Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough. There has never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero's samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming. It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero's Samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
plans, my lady?
Propagate! Must be distributed appropriately. No news.
Trust me, just take my word for it.
Designed. I need to settle these now.
Trust me, just take my word for it.
This new shipment of items, they're also ridiculously overdesigned. I need to settle these now.
Trust me, just take my word for it.
This new shipment of items, they're also ridiculously overdesigned. I need to settle these now.
Trust me, just take my word for it.
This new shipment of items, they're also ridiculously overdesigned. I need to settle these now.
Trust me, just take my word for it.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
This new shipment of items, they're also ridiculously...
Traveler, you've come at a good time.
Wait, this sounds like another commission.
It is as you say. The commission this time around is of high importance. It pertains to the safety of the Avidia Forest's inhabitants.
Huh? What happened?
Not long ago, we received word that a section of the Avidia Forest seems to have become contaminated.
Contaminated? You mean a new withering zone?
I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that strange things are happening to people. The Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation. Even if all you can do is stop the contamination from spreading, that will still—
This is forest business.
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Stabilize!
You've been, Tainari? That's...
Shh! Keep your voice down.
Tainari, am I going to die? And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her, Tainari. I heard that people turn into birds after they die.
What happened? Tainari, is he?
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really? Then, can you keep the thing?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the... It's different from before. I got lost and went around in it. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so, got it? Traveler, Paimon, let's...
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidia forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear.
All right. Thank you.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it a new...
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidia forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move... Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass.
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past...
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something.
It's a long story. They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pool together Mora to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, well, all the merchants talked it over and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the forest. We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in experiences mental anomalies. We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those mechanical parts. How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many, there weren't any people.
No people?
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me. Fine. The thief that stole our...
What the heck? The Avidia forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be... It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, we were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already long gone.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to...
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right. We'll go and have a word.
Solidify!
Yeah. That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and 10 of us might not even be able to take that. Didn't the academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago? Where did that thing? Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab?
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents. It turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. It doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables. A caravan carrying a large amount of mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken. Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to...
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast. However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest, so instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
How are things? Did you make any...
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given commands. If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things. Or the mora you made. That would be the most efficient method, but it only goes after mechanical components.
Right. It's really...
So, you all found...
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it if we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations. Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting...
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is... all yours.
We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter beast to once it appears.
Don't worry, we're perfect.
Gather!
Need to end a few enemies?
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter, the goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Then let's get to it. We'll definitely capture that criminal crab.
Okay. We'll start from here and have the sumpter beast with the components on. This sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take...
The sumpter beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Huh? Why did it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were stolen.
All right, it's moving again. Did you hear? Ah! Is that the big...
It looks strong. Be careful.
Gather! This is order.
Incinerate! Breath of the flame! Motion to compel!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty... Hey, playing dumb won't save you. Still...
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I'll search... I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owner. You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a...
It reacted!
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search. If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend here seems to be full of secrets. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe...
Paimon now? Does this scuttler understand what you're...
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile toward... I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
It seems to be really happy.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood? I'm not sure, but our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with. We should return, but before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escaping.
Stabilize!
It's hurting again.
Oh! Oh! These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us! Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Don't worry about the price. They're on...
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts?
But those parts are very useful to me. Just like I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder, the forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling...
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Lior tend to stay a while, so it is where many things come to settle.
Gather! Solidify!
Oh! Hi there, Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment.
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the... He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
How is he? Doing any better? I feel like he's doing a lot better. And his temperature is returning to normal. That's wonderful! Oh yeah. He asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier. And he told her everything about the... Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Of course I did. Are you going somewhere?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems.
That's right! You'll do great, Colin. All right, then I'll do my... Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things will likely be uneventful. Let's return and find that crab.
Our recent catch is great. Definitely have enough for a
Yesterday,
this time.
a total of 5 dusk birds flew by.
Gather!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
The rainforest is the best place to live.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Stabilize!
Time to go.
Solidify!
The wind knows me.
Order guide you.
Boom boom!
Sometimes the law's compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
Stabilize! Solidify!
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind. Time to go. One with nature.
Motion to compel.
Gather! Stabilize!
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds come! Into the wind. Time to go. One with nature.
I will have order. Solidify!
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll love 'em.
But we have some new items.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for Ad Astra. You have already Ad Astra.
Gather!
Time to go.
There are leaves around.
Yeah.
Star Snatch Clip is mentioned to use soup. You're also here for Mondstadt's wine, aren't you?
This scenery is one.
Just sharpen my spear.
Stabilize!
Nice and spicy. Race you! Boba, get them!
Gather!
Race you!
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Order guide you. Solidify.
The wind knows me.
You're toast!
Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
Stabilize!
Nice and spicy! Race you!
One with nature.
Booba, get them!
Gather!
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
This is order.
Riptide.
Eat this!
Stabilize!
The wind knows me. You can run, but you can't hide.
Gather!
Nice and spicy! Oh! My dinner is attacking me!
Solidify!
Out of the frying pan,
Order guide you.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. The wind knows me.
This is order. Gather.
You're toast! Nice and spicy!
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Solidify!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
The wind knows me.
Stabilize!
Eat this! Robot, get them!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
I will have order.
One with nature. Tidal wave. Shouldn't let your guard down.
You're toast! Nice and spicy!
Solidify!
The wind knows me.
Order guide you.
Follow the wind.
Gather!
Another test.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Place my hammer.
Into the wind. Time to go. One with nature.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Solidify!
The wind knows me. Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Stabilize!
Let's investigate this further.
The campaign begins.
Gather!
Time to go.
Solidify!
Shine down!
Burst forth! Take that! Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
I'm getting
Just following orders. Come into beat!
Illusion shattered!
I'll take my leave.
Stabilize!
Feeling lucky today? As one with wind and cloud! Following orders. Following orders. New punch. Time to go. One with nature. New punch. Come on, you coward! The wind knows it.
Shine down!
Gather! Stabilize! Looking for
There is
trouble?
no escape!
One with nature.
New punch. Feeling
Fallen
lucky
leaves,
today?
adorn my night.
Now you shall perish!
Today? Solidify!
Shine down! There is no escape!
Stabilize!
Burst forth! The wind knows me.
Shine down! Live! Illusion shatter!
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. Burst forth.
Come on!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Time to go to work. I will have order. Never. Gather! Testing my patience.
Into the wind.
Never testing my patience. Stabilize! Solidify!
Live! There is no escape!
New hunting. The wind knows me. Into the wind.
You are
Coming
not
to be.
welcome here.
One with nature. Falling leaves. Adore.
Order guide you.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Quake! Gather! Stabilize!
Illusion shattered!
Well.
You are not
Into the wind.
I'm getting sick of it. Left away.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Gather!
The wind knows me.
Not too far.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Into the wind!
Stabilize! Solidify! Stabilize!
There is no escape! Shine!
Gather! Stabilize!
Illusion shattered!
One with nature!
Gather! Stabilize!
down!
Live! The wind knows me.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Solidify! Stabilize!
Illusion shattered!
One with nature! Time to go!
There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Should replace my hammer.
Shine down! escape!
Rise!
Follow the wind.
Illusion shattered!
Solidify! Stabilize!
The wind knows me.
Solidify!
Follow the wind. Time to go. Keep your eyes wide open. Wherever in this... Come into being! Yeah, bring it on. One with nature.
I will have order. Gather.
The wind knows me. This! Into the wind. Come into being. Witness my great undertaking. Burst forth. Clouds high, the birds call! Brace yourself, this is gonna hurt! Who's next? Come into being!
This is order. Stabilize.
One with nature. No time to lose. This place is pretty dead. By which I mean, there's nothing to kill.
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death. Literally.